How do you recognize a magician? He will ask you your mother's maiden name. Okay? This is why I always advise that the sisters themselves should always have a kunya. Kunya meaning a nickname. Salama, Aisha, so-and-so. Do not ever give your real name to anybody. In relation to the women I'm talking about. The magician would also ask for some form of your DNA. It could be your scarf, sister's scarf. It could be the brother's beard. It could be his hair. It could be anything which is linked to the person. A bit of blood from the person as well can be done. On the magic can be done. He would also write in a very unusual way which you cannot understand. And this is the charm. The charm is a very important part of the sihr itself. Without the charm, you would not have any jinn. The charm effectively is the spell. The spell itself, okay, is normally done upon the clothes of the person with the DNA, so the jinn himself can follow the DNA or the charm and cause effect on that person. When the magician begins to recite, when you hear him reciting, he will murmur the words of the Quran instead of actually reciting the words of the Quran. He will do anything which is un-Islamic. He will turn around and say to the sister, I want to be alone with you in a room, which is completely forbidden in Islam. To have halwa with any woman alone in a room in Islam is completely forbidden to have that. He will also say to the woman after the black magic has been done, or the man, do not wash for 40 days. So how are you supposed to make wudu? And so on so. He will also turn around and say to you, go and bury the charm somewhere. The charm could come in many forms. It can come in the form of hair. It can come in the form of, for example, a scarf. It can come in the form of many different forms, the charm. The charm can also be a sacrifice for the shaitan. For example, he will say to you, bring a pigeon from somewhere, and he would sacrifice it in the name of the shaitan, na'udhu billah. He will also sometimes tell you to burn some papers with some shirk type of dua on these papers. And when you begin to smell the smoke or take in the smoke, you will be inflicted by the jinn. He can also tell you to drink certain papers. So you mix certain papers inside some water, and he will tell you to drink it so the jinn can enter into the body. He would sometimes tell you to be patient. Okay, so you think he's Muslim, have sabr akhi, he will say to you. But he will tell you, you think, but he lies to you. So we need to remember that whenever we go to somebody for help in relation to sihr, we need to go to the right people. People that follow the Quran and Sunnah based on the understanding of the Sahaba. And this is very important for us to understand this. And inshallah ta'ala, we will understand the other issues in relation to sihr and further with videos, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.